You're listening to the BigIron Buzz.
Welcome to our latest episode of the BigIron Buzz, where each week we'll bring to you the latest news and trends in the ag, real estate, and used equipment markets. This podcast is brought to you by BigIron Auctions and BigIron Realty, rural America's premier online unreserved auction site, bringing you real connections, respected values, and real deals. Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Smith, and I'm the host of the BigIron Buzz. With me today is Mark Stock and Lonnie Korus from BigIron Auctions. Lonnie, the title of this week's episode is Retirement, and you have something in common with this title. Can you tell us what that is?
Sure, Ryan, I can. Well, after 50 years of being in the farm and construction equipment industry, in the past 12 and a half years with BigIron, December 31st will be officially my last day with BigIron. Although I am going to retire, I have agreed to do some contract work for BigIron in 2021. And I can honestly tell you, it's been a fun and rewarding experience working with the BigIron team for the past 12 and a half years. And I will certainly miss BigIron and the entire team.
Hey, I tell you what, Lonnie, when he came on board, he was the original sales manager. And, you've been here for a great number of years, and we can't thank you enough, Lonnie, for everything you've done. And everything you've touched has turned to gold. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mark. Yeah, I tell you, I have really enjoyed it from day one coming in, and you introduced me to what you were working for BigIron. And I tell you what, I think between you and I and Ron, we never dreamed in the world that, just a little over 10 years down the road, it would be where it's at today.
It just takes good people. I learned a long time ago that if you want to have any success in life, you got to have good passion and good vision. But more importantly, you got to have a lot of people that surround you that understand that and are hard workers. So Lonnie, we're so glad that we got to surround ourselves with you, sir.
Gentlemen, on the December 16th auction, we have 15 retirement sales, and I'd like to touch on each, as there's so much incredible equipment for sale. Lonnie, let's start with you. The James Frazee Retirement in Waltail, Nebraska, has some gorgeous equipment for sale. 18 items in total. Can you tell us more?
You bet, Ryan. Yeah, this auction here for this retirement of Jim Frazee have some excellent equipment. There's a 2012 Case IH Magnum. It's a 290 Mfwd. Nice looking tractor with only 1,708 hours on it. It's got a 19 by 4 power shift transmission, 4 remote outlets, PTO, 3-point quick hitch, and rear duals. They've also got a Case 2294 two-wheel drive with 7,795 hours. It's a 12 by 3 partial power shift. Has rear duals, PTO, 3-point, and 2 hydraulic remotes. There's a 2005 Case IH 2388 combine. It's actually got 2,147 separator hours. It's a hydrostatic transmission. It's got a countermaster, feed reverser on it, chopper, spreader. The Case IH Easy Guide 250 with antenna and receiver on it, and Pro Series yield monitor. They've got a International 810 pickup header, 2006 Case IH 1020 flex header. Then they've got a Vermeer 605M round baler. It's got only 10,295 bales on it. It's got the large 1,000 PTO, 80-inch wide pickup. It's got the AccuPlus monitor for both twine and net wrap, and a bale kicker, a nice clean baler. Under for 774 grain cart. It's got the large 1,000 PTO, 16-inch unloading auger, adjustable axles, and a roll tarp on it. And then last but not least that I spotted on this auction was a 2004 New Holland 195 manure spreader. It's a 410 cubic foot dual apron chain. It's got a slop gate, poly floor, dual beaters on it, variable speed apron, walking tandem axles. This thing is really in good shape, appears to me, for an older unit.
This isn't a retirement sale, but rather a change of ownership sale. It's for Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood, Iowa. In total, they're selling over 400 items with us in the month of December and have 66 items on this week's sale. I know you've seen the equipment firsthand, Mark. What was your impression and what do you like here?
Well, first of all, Jay Funky's been the proprietor and owner of this business since the early 90s, and he is transitioning the ownership to his daughter and his son-in-law. So it's still going to be in the family. Jay's going to still stick around there and be one of the salespeople since he's been doing it forever. And he's in his early 60s. He said he's got plenty of years left, but it's time for him to take a couple more weeks off a year and maybe go fishing and enjoy some of the grandkids besides just being the guy behind the desk all the time working 16-hour days. But they've got some really nice machinery. They've got a Case IH Steiger 500 quad track tractor. It's got about 4,005 hours on this 500 horsepower machine. It's loaded up with equipment, folks, so you need to check that machine out. They do have all their equipment lined up for you folks to inspect. He's got a Gleaner R52 combine that will also be selling on their sale. They've got several additional combines altogether that they will sell to the highest bidder. They've also got a Gleaner A86 combine that will be sold. They've got all kinds of hay equipment too. They got a new Holland BR7090 round baler. They've got a Bobcat E26 mini excavator. They've got different heads and headers that will fit on their combines, some Dragos. They've got a 6-row narrow and 8-row narrow setup of different heads, different brands, shapes and sizes, so check those out. They've also got several planters. They were a white dealer, and they've got white 5100 series and 6100 series 8-row 30 planters. They've got a 6100 series 12-row 30 planter as well. They've got a couple 24 rows, two of them. They're the 8824 models. They're loaded up with equipment. They're ready to go to the field next spring. They've got a white 16-row 30 planter. It's the 8186 series, and they've got a 7000 series 12-row 30 planter that will be selling. They've got a Case IH 1200 series 12-row 30 and a Kinsey 3000 series planter. So if you need a planter, folks, they're going to give you plenty of different options to pick from on their particular sale, their change of ownership auction, as you said, Ryan. They've also got a new Holland TG255 mechanical front tractor. I believe it's got right around 5,000 hours on it, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, they got a John Deere 6420 two-wheel drive tractor with a loader. They've got so many items to choose from. Just make sure when you click on Del Clay, DEL-CLAY farm equipment, and the reason why is that because they're right on the county line between two counties in Iowa, and they just picked the first names of each of the counties, the first letters, and made the Del Clay farm equipment brand. Good people there in Edgewood, Iowa.
Lonnie, here's another one. Obar Cattle and Randall Brothers out of Gibbon, Nebraska has nearly 150 items on their retirement sale. Can you tell us what's on the board?
Yeah, looking at that auction, retirement auction, things I really spotted that stuck out to me. They got a really sharp 2013 Case IH Magnum 235. It's Mfwd, a single fronts, duals on the rear, 19.4 power shift again. It's got the suspended premium cab on it with leather, 5 hydraulic remotes, 3-point PTO, quick hitch. It's guidance ready. I also spotted a 2008 Case IH Magnum 215 Mfwd with only 2,668 hours on it. Single fronts, duals on the rear, 18.4 power shift. It's also got the premium cab with leather, 4 hydraulics, 3 PTO shafts with this unit, quick hitch, and it's guidance ready. It was a 1997 Case IH 8910 two-wheel drive, 3,665 hours on it, 18.442 duals on the rear. It's an 18.4 power shift, 3 remotes, 540,000 PTO. And then here's something a little different. They got a John Deere 7100. It's a 10-row 30 3-point planter. It's got insecticide boxes, 1.5 bushel seed box on it, closing wheels, Keaton seed firmers on it. Pretty nice looking unit. And then a John Deere 1720 16-row stack planter, so folding planter, and it's equipped with Maximerge EP row units. It has adjustable Yetter row cleaners on it, Slagle closing wheels, Keaton seed firmers on it. Pretty nice unit. 3 sets of seat plates go with this unit. So it's got a John Deere brown box controller with a rate control monitor also. They got a white 4,000-pound gas forklift on the sale. They got 2 Henniker 6,000 cultivators. One's a 16-row 30. very well equipped, and then a 10-row 30 equipped almost identical the same way, and they're both set up with liquid fertilizer and red ball systems on them. And then I also spotted a 1990 Freightliner Tanamax truck tractor. It's got a Cat 3406B engine in it, Eaton Fuller Road Ranger 9-speed transmission, air sliding fifth wheel. Very nice looking unit for the age. From what I can tell, looking at the rest of the equipment on this auction, it appears to have been very well maintained. The seller is actually going to have an open house for people to come in and inspect this on Monday, December 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you spot things that you really like on that particular auction, sure, feel free to go to the open house and take a look for yourself, kick the tires.
Mark, we've got 4 additional retirements in Nebraska next week. Can you cover these for us?
Tell you what, we've got 15 retirement sales the week of December the 16th, and just an outstanding lineup of equipment. And these folks have planned their retirement several months ago, and our BigIron reps, we can't say thank you enough to all the time, energy, and effort that each one of the reps and the district managers and even the region managers have invested, in addition to all the people in our office with handling all the titles and all the lien searches. Remember, folks, everything that sells on BigIron sells with no reserve, and the only way we can do that is we got to make sure everything is freed up of all liens and encumbrances. So we've got a bunch of people that handle all of that. We have a bunch of people that handle all the titles to all the vehicles, and we're just thankful every day that combines and tractors don't have paper titles to them, because it's just busy enough handling all the trucks and the trailers and the automobiles that have these vehicle titles too. So everybody's been working extra time, extra hours. I know we have over 12,000 items or different specific pieces selling in the month of December alone, and a lot of people have been coming in an extra hour or two early and staying an extra hour or two late. And we sure appreciate everything that's been done with the outside sales team and the inside support teams, because they're really doing a great job. The marketing team has been working tirelessly to get everything promoted, not only through social media, but in the paper medias and the different digital formats through SEM and SEO. And they're doing a fantastic job of getting individual brochures put together so they're distributed for all the people that are having these retirement sales. So hats off to everybody that's doing that. Now, Ronald Floor is retiring. He's from Dalton, Nebraska. He'll have 110 items on his retirement sale. And as always, BigIron was the first social distancing safe place to conduct an auction, because we've been doing these online auctions since 2009. But Ronald Floor has such super nice, well cared for equipment. Check out the 1991 John Deere 4455 two-wheel drive power shift tractor that's got 5,038 hours. I mean, to find a tractor like that with those kind of hours is hard to come by, and those tractors are indestructible. Lonnie can attest that you don't need a computer to fix the John Deere 4455 tractor. Most mechanics can fix that just by listening to what's wrong. So that's a real popular machine. A lot of people are really trying to find them. Some of them are finding them right now just to put in their tractor museums, because they're getting harder and harder to find. There's a John Deere 8285R mechanical front tractor too that we'll be selling. This one's got about 4,100 hours. That's a 285 horsepower tractor, folks. This particular machine, I believe, is a power shift transmission, and it's got a lot of weights on it as well. It is guidance ready, so check that machine out. They've got a couple John Deere field cultivators, so they're 960 and 980 models. They've got a Farmall M. Check out the 1994 International 4900 tandem axle truck. This has got a 20-foot steel box, but what everybody likes about these trucks, when you see that International 466 diesel motor under the hood, that draws a lot of attention, and this truck is getting a lot of attention already. Ronald Floor's got a lot of his shop-related items too that are selling, in addition to all of his farm equipment. So check out his torches, his welders, and all that stuff. In addition, we got Bruce Topp and Greg Schwaninger. They are retiring. They're from Hallam, Nebraska. They've got a John Deere 640 Flex Draper. This is a 2016 model draper head, folks. So if you had a lot of beans last year and you're tired of the old header, you got a great chance to upgrade here with a later series head. They've got a 2010 John Deere 9770 Combine. This machine's got about 2,300 hours on the separator. It is a 2010, and they've had a lot of work done to that combine. So make sure you check out the repair invoices that are published right on the website. They've also got a Case IH Magnum 305 mechanical front tractor. That tractor's got duals on the front, duals on the rear, about 4,650 hours on that machine. They'll be selling their Kinsey 1050 row crop grain cart. That machine's got a scale on it. They've got a 16-row 30 Kinsey 3700 series planter. They also have a John Deere 980 field cultivator. They got that good John Deere 608C corn head as well. That once again for Bruce Topp and Greg Schwaniger. They're retiring from Hallam. And then we got the Dale Burkhalter Estate. They're by Elwood, Nebraska, folks. They've got a John Deere 7100 series planter that will sell. They've got a 1983 John Deere 6620 combine. Those things are getting harder and harder to find. They've got a 643 corn head and a 218 series John Deere platform head that'll fit right on that machine. They've got a John Deere 1600 series 3-point chisel. They've got a Sunflower field cultivator. It's a pull type. They've also got John Deere 700 series pull type scrapers. So check out those items selling in Elwood, Nebraska for the Dale Burkhalter Estate. And we got Robert Fessler. He is retiring, and he's from Sutton, Nebraska. He's got a John Deere S660 combine. This combine has, are you sitting down, folks? Only 772 hours on the separator. This was a Gold Key program machine. So that means it is a one owner. The owner probably drove it off the assembly yard. So please get a hold of Robert Fessler and ask him questions about this combine. They've got a lot of additional resources, attachments too, when you go to the website to find out more specific information. But a good quality machine. Jamin Harms is a BigIron rep that's been working with the family putting it together. Same seller, Robert Fessler's got a 2013 J&M 875-18 grain cart. This equipment is super, super sharp, folks. They got a Blue Jet Subtiller 2 ripper. They've got a Ford F800 tandem axle truck. This one's got an aluminum box on it, folks. Once again, a 1987 model machine. This particular truck showing about 83,600 miles. It's got a 429 gas engine. It's got a 5 and a 2-speed. It's got that 20-foot aluminum box that will be selling 56-inch sides. Nice truck with a twin cylinder hoist. Everything you want in a good old-fashioned quality, well-built grain truck will be selling for Robert Fessler on his retirement sale. And now I think, Lonnie, tell us about some more.
All right. I tell you what, we got Randall and Karen West retirement out of Colony, Kansas. They got 37 items on there. And looking through their list of equipment, things that I spotted, they got a 2012. It's a versatile 450 four-wheel drive tractor. This thing's only got 935 hours showing on the hour meter. It's got a 450 Cummins engine, 16-speed power shift transmission, 4 remotes, swing drawbar. It's Goodyear, got Goodyear super traction radials. They're 870R35, and they're dualed up all the way around. I also spotted a 2012 spray coupe, self-propelled. It's a spray coupe 4460, and this thing only has 320 hours on it. Nice looking, clean machine. It's got the Perkins 4-cylinder engine in it, 4-speed automatic transmission, 80-foot boom, 400-gallon tank on it. It's got a Raven SCS 460 sprayer controller on it. It's got auto steer, 20-inch nozzle spacings, 3-way nozzles on it, form markers, adjustable tread width, and 320 85R 24 tires on it. Nice machine. Makes somebody a good spraying unit. Also a 2010 Massey 9795. This is a rear wheel assist combine. It's got 1,016 hours shown on the separator. It's got a 350 horsepower, 6-cylinder turbo diesel engine in it, 4-speed hydrostatic transmission. It's got the Field Star 2 monitor system on it, lateral tilt feeder house, 300 bushel grain bin. It's got the folding grain bin extension, straw chopper, hydraulic chaff spreader on it. It's got single point hookup for the head, and they run in 1050 50R 32 tires on this thing, singles. I also spotted a 2012 Massey 9475 Mfwd. This is a 168 PTO horsepower tractor, and it's got the Dyna V shuttle transmission in it, 2 hydraulic remotes, category 3 3-point hitch. It's got the auto steering package on it, and it's got Michelin Agribid 380 85 Rs, 34 up front. And these Michelin tires are very, very good tires. And they're 480 80R 46 dualed up on the rear. This tractor only has 566 hours on it. And from what I've been noticing in the past on Big Iron, these Massey series tractors are going very, very well, selling very well. Also seen a Massey, or 2011 Massey 8500. It's a 12-row 30, 23-row 15-inch. It's a row crop planter, the twin rows, and it's got the twin central fill boxes on it. This is a vacuum style planter, and 15-inch no-till coulters on it, double disc openers, the rubber gauge wheels, 4 spring row unit pressure hold down springs, and it's got the V-type closing wheels on it. It's got 1,000 RPM hydraulic drive pump on the thing, hydraulic row markers, monitor, control box, corn and bean plates. Nice machine. Then they've got a 2015 McDon. It's a FD75S 35-foot flex draper header. It's got polyfinger reel on it, hydraulic fore and aft, hydraulic lift and lower, and it's got the poly skid shoes underneath, and single wobble box sickle drive on this thing. They got a 2010 Landau. It's a 7431-33. This is a 33-foot vertical till disc, 20-inch blades up front, 20.5 on the rear. Walking beam tandem axles and 1115R. It's also got a rolling basket harrow, and spotted an Easy Trail 510s, 500 bushel grain cart, 14-inch auger, roll tarp. Hardware comes with this unit. And then I spotted there's also corner post land and hay retirement out of St. Francis, Kansas. We got a 1995 John Deere 8400. It's an MFWD. Only 1,474 hours showing on this unit. That's 225 PTO horsepower tractor. It's got a 16 speed full power shift transmission, and 480 80R 46 duals on the rear. It's got 3-point hitch, of course, 1,000 PTO. It's got Trumbull guidance on FM 750 display monitor with it. Then they got a 2002 Crust Buster. It's a 4030 all plant double disc drill, 36-inch rows, 10-inch spacings. Shows that it's got 21,390 acres on it on the hub hour meter. Also spotted a 1998 New Holland. It's a VT 140. That's a bidirectional 4-wheel drive. And 140 PTO horsepower on this unit, and hydrostatic transmission, 540,000, just a 540 PTO. And this unit has a New Holland. It's a 7614 loader on it, with an 80-inch grapple bucket. And this unit's showing 7,598 hours on it. They've got a 2017, it's a RP 3C 3-point. It's a offset hay rake, and it's a 6-foot 4-inch working width. Got a 2019 Industries America. It's a gooseneck bale trailer, a hauler trailer. It's got a hydraulic dump on it. Carries about 5-foot bales on it, and it looks like a pretty nice unit. They've also got a 2018 New Holland. It's an RB 560 round baler. Shows bale count of 2,963 bales. It's got the Intel View 3 monitor with it. Endless belts. It's got the large 1,000 PTO on it. It's got net wrap. It's got the rail ramp on it. And this unit According to the website, it states that it may have factory warranty remaining on it. So something you need to check out if you buy it. Make somebody a real nice baler. They got a 2002 International. It's a 9200i. It's a Tandemax truck tractor. It's got the 60 series Detroit diesel engine in it, 10-speed transmission, and air ride suspension. Also spotted a 2014 Elite. It's a 7x14 TA gooseneck aluminum livestock trailer. Looks like a pretty doggone nice unit. And then a 2018 Massey Ferguson 1242. It's an inline small square baler, and it's got 2,565 bales showing on the bale counter. It's a twine tie, 540 PTO, and it's also got the Nodder fan on it. This is a great batch of equipment that I think everybody ought to take a look at it. There's some more units that they've got, and just go to the BigIron.com website and look up the auction for Randall and Karen West retirement out of Colony, Kansas.
Now, Mark, you told us about the Del Clay auction earlier. What other auctions do we have going on in the Three Eyes?
You know, we've got several of them. A really nice sale in Linden, Iowa, for Bob and Connie Safely on their retirement sale. John Hansen is a Big Iron rep's been working over there helping these folks out, getting ready for their sale. But they've got a 1992 Case IH 9230 row crop special four-wheel drive tractor. It's showing 7,400 hours, but what's really popular about this machine, it's got a 3-point and a PTO. It's dualed all the way around. People really like these tractors put on their grain carts in the fall, and I think that will get a lot of service out of it for somebody. It's got a lot of life left in that machine. They also have a 1999 Case IH 2366 combine they're selling. They have an AGCO White 8222 Series 12-row planter. Got a John Deere anhydrous applicator. It's a side dress applicator, 30-footer. They got a Parker 6500 Series grain cart. Those items selling for Bob and Connie Safely. They've got close to 50 items on their retirement sale. Then we've got brother and sister team, and the brother passed away, and the sister's been farming for the last couple of years, and she turned 80 years old, Lonnie Korus. And just a ray of sunshine she is, and she is retiring, and she's going to sell her 2015 Case IH Magnum 340 mechanical front wheel drive tractor. It's only got 1,350 hours. I think it's got just about every bell and whistle you can put on a tractor, and she loved that machine. But even more importantly than her tractor was her 7088 combine that she was running herself most of the time. It's a 2009 model. It's got about 1,486 hours on the separator. Just a super sharp machine with a lot of accessories. So check out that machine. They've also got a 2014 4408 corn head that is immaculate. They've got a Case IH RMX 340 disc. This is a 28-foot wide disc that's going to be selling on their retirement sale. They got the Brent 774 grain cart. Plus they've got a 2011 Case IH 1250 early riser planter. It's a 16-row 30. So please support the Clevenger family as the Clevenger Farms has their retirement sale. They're from Rochester, Illinois. Les Crandall has been the Big Iron rep out there working on this particular project, helping the family out. And I know Marty Fairchild has been answering a lot of the phone calls as too, because he's been helping out with that particular sale. He's been kind of the hired hand expert over there for the last number of years. So just great people. Retiring and using BigIron.com. Now we also have Joel Brookshire and their retirement on BigIron.com. They're from Rochdale, Indiana. Gerald Yoder is a Big Iron rep that works that area, and Gerald does a fantastic job of taking photos and pictures and describing the equipment, and he'll be available to answer your calls, as will the seller. They've got quite a big spread of equipment, folks, that are selling. Gearinghoff 800 series corn head with a header cart. They got a Magnum 305 mechanical front tractor that will be selling on their sale. They've also got a Case IH AFX 8010 combine. This particular combine, folks, is going to have about 2,123 hours on the separator. This is a 400 horsepower machine, and they've had quite a bit of work done to that as well. They've had their open house already, and they've had quite a few people show up and check out their equipment. So, and rightly so, because it is just that nice. They'll be selling a Wilson 400 series hopper bottom grain trailer, on the Big Iron website. They've got a Brent 882 grain cart that will also be selling. In addition, they've got a Case IH 3020 30-foot flex draper head that'll fit right on that 8010 combine. They got a Great Plains 3000 turbo till. They got a Kinsey 12-row, 23-row planter. It's the 3600 series. So check out their good quality equipment. Their tractor has just under 4,000 hours that's selling. That's that Magnum 305. That's a real popular machine. And once again, Gerald Yoder and Joel Berkshire are answering calls every day on their quality equipment. That's one thing they like about the Big Iron website is we always publish the owner's name and people can talk to the sellers directly. Now, another big sale we're having is in Dundee, Iowa, and the Kelchin family, they're having their retirement sale. Tyler Kelchin has got a Case IH Magnum 215 mechanical front tractor. He's got a white 16-row 30 planter, and he bought his white planter from our friends at Del Clay Implement. So that's kind of the reason for this. They saw Del Clay's having a sale, and they said, maybe it's a good time for us to be selling the machinery. They lost their father in a farm accident a few years back, and now they're going to be selling their machinery to the highest bidder here on the Big Iron website. They also have a couple skid steers. They got a New Holland L220 and a New Holland 215. They got a New Holland LS 190B that will be sold on their retirement sale. And in addition, they got a Landall chisel plow. They got a Case 496 disc. They got a white 6175 tractor with a loader. They got a Demco 650 grain cart. So please support Tyler Kelchin and his mother as they have their retirement sale coming up here on BigIron.com. I know the reps have been out there doing a fantastic job. Mike Burcher and Nate Milius, who's the district manager, have been over there getting their 60 particular items ready to go. I know their New Holland L225 skid steer that they're selling, folks, is just a handy machine, 76 horsepower. And if you're looking for skid steers, they've got a couple good ones that will be selling on their retirement sale. And that's, once again, Dundee, Iowa, the location for that retirement sales. A lot of retirement sales coming up on Wednesday.
Lonnie, we have 2 retirement sales next week in the Dakotas, plus one additional sale we're gonna want to mention in Ray, North Dakota. Lonnie, take it away.
All right, we've got in Montrose, South Dakota, we've got Peterson Farms. They've got 34 pieces of equipment up there that they're selling, and things that really caught my eye. They've got a 1999, it's a Case IH 23/8 combine with field tracker on it. It's got 1,948 separator hours on it. It's got the Cummins engine, 3-speed hydrostatic transmission. It's got a rock trap on it, reverser, automatic header height control. Pretty good, pretty nice machine with kind of lower hours for that model year. Then they've got a 1988 Case IH. It's a 7140 mechanical front wheel assist tractor, showing 8,125 hours on the meter. This is a 195 horsepower tractor with a Cummins engine in it. It's got the 18x2 power shift transmission on it, with the large 1000 PTO. It's got 3 hydraulic outlets on it. And this series of Case IH tractors, those model numbers have been bringing absolute top dollar the past year or so on Big Iron. That 7100 series and the 7200 series, they've really been selling well. So you might want to take a look at that unit. They've also got a Case IH 816 row narrow, a Cyclo air planter, a Case IH 1084 8-row narrow corn head, and then they've got a 2002 Case IH 1020 30-foot bean head with field tracker on it. It's got polytine reel, and also got forward and aft on the reel. And then they got a Gale RB 2880. It's a variable speed variable chamber baler, so you can adjust the size and also the weight of that bale as you're baling. And you've also got a Richard Waxweller. That's a retirement out of Mantordo, North Dakota. And They've got a 2000. He's got a 2009 Apache. It's a 715 self-propelled sprayer. It's got the Cummins 4-cylinder diesel engine in it, and it's also got the a 4-speed transmission. It's got boom height control, 100-foot boom on that. It's got fence row nozzles on it. So you can spray those fence line downs as you're spraying your crop. It's got a 715-gallon poly tank on it, a Raven SCS 500 monitor, and this unit's showing only 860 hours on the hour meter on this sprayer. So if you're interested in a nice sprayer, sure need to take a look at that one. Also got a 2009 Case IH 2180 combine. This unit has 2,179 hours showing on the separator. It's got the 360 horse Iveco diesel engine in it, 3-speed hydrostatic transmission. It's got auto guide on it. It's rear wheel assist, 350 bushel hopper bin, and it's also got the bin extensions on it, manual folding. And it's also got self-leveling sieve in this unit. It's a rock trap. It's got lateral tilt, Pro 600 display with the 372 receiver on it. So nice machine there. They've also got a Case H 3412. It's an 8-row 30 corn head. It can go with that combine. I've got a white 8524. This is a 24-row 30 planter. That's 2-point hitch, central fill, and it's got hydraulic drive on it. It's got the Yetter row cleaners on it, and it has corn and bean plates that go with it. They've also got a 2013. It's a Kuhn. It's a Kuhn Kraus. It's the Dominator, the 80 or 4850 Ripper. It's 20-foot wide machine. It's got rolling baskets on it. It's got the C-Flex gang and spring trip shanks on it. Then they've got a Demco. It's a 1050 grain cart. This is 1,050 bushel. It's a big grain cart. It's got the large 1,000 PTO and a 16-inch unloading auger. Next up, I spotted that Brookfield Farms in Ray, North Dakota. This is not a retirement auction, but they've got some fantastic equipment that I spotted on that I'd kind of like to talk about. They got a 2013 John Deere. It's a 6170R mechanical front wheel assist tractor, and this unit has 573 hours on it. And it's got the John Deere ProTech. It's the PVX diesel engine in it. It's got the IVT transmission, premium plus cab. It's got 540 economy, 540,000, and the 1,000 economy PTO on it. It's got the cold weather start package. It's set up for GPS guidance ready. It's also got a John Deere H380 quick attach loader, mechanical self-leveling loader. And it's also got a quick attach bucket with it, and 5 tines and a 5-tine bucket for it. Also got a 48-inch set of pallet forks for it. Loader connects with single point hookup, and it has joystick control. Pretty sharp looking unit. They've also got a 2010 John Deere 4930 self-propelled sprayer. This unit showing 1,180 hours on it. Hydrostatic transmission, 4-wheel drive. It's got a 1,200-gallon product tank. And this thing is loaded with all kinds of different extras on it. It's got a 120-foot boom. Really need to take a look at that to appreciate all the extras that it's got on it. Also got a John Deere. It's a 2014 DB60. It's a 36-row 20 planter showing 7,337 acres being planted by this unit. It's got a spindle hitch, twin 100-bushel seed hoppers. It's set up with liquid fertilizer, with a 750-gallon liquid fertilizer tank. And this planter here is loaded with all kinds of extra options on it also. So a lot of extras there. Need to take a look at that if you're interested in a real nice John Deere 36-row 20 planter. for the 2021 season. Last thing I spotted was a 1966 John Deere 4020 two-wheel drive. It's an 8x4 full power shift transmission. You don't see a lot of those around anymore. They've all pretty much been scooped up. But it's got 3 hydraulic remotes, got the 540 and 1000 PTO 3-point hitch. And there was just a little over $18,500 in repairs done on this tractor in February of 2018. It does have a new tack installed in it, and it's only showing like 6.7 hours on it, but those are not the actual hours. But this 4020 two-wheel drive full power shift is one slick looking unit with a lot of repairs to it. You can take a look at the repairs that were done. They're posted right on the Big Iron website under that unit as an additional attachment. So open them up, take a look. So nice unit for the collectors to really take a look at. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, my mouth watered when I saw all the repairs that were done to that tractor. That thing, it looked super sharp. You know, it's a 66 model, but that if you're looking for a 4020, folks, it's got big tires on the back. It's got that easy walking step, so they put a couple little extras onto it. But you know, the additional resource button, when you click on that and you read through all the work that's been done on that particular tractor and the little bit of time that's been put on it since they've done everything to it, you're going to get yourself something that's going to run for a long time. It'd be a great tractor parade tractor, so please check that all out.
And Mark, we're going to have you bat cleanup today. Our last retirement sale is for Sid Raines, and he's located in Genoa, Colorado. Mark, what are the future items here?
Well, you know, Jason Vermillion is the Big Iron rep, and this particular seller, they've got a 1994 Peterbilt 378 semi-truck tractor. It's got a little sleeper on it. It's got the N14 Cummins, got a 10-speed air ride, showing just a little over 667,000 miles. Make a good truck for somebody. And it was pulling a Wilson 42-foot DWH 400 series grain trailer with a roll tarp. So you know, keep the package together, folks. If you need to haul some grain, buy the truck, then buy the trailer. The same seller, folks, they've got on their retirement sale a John Deere 8300 mechanical front tractor. It's the 96 model. It's got about 6,400 hours on that tractor. And they've got a 2008 Red Ball 580 pull-type sprayer with a 1,600-gallon tank and 90-foot booms. So they've got nice, good, well-cared-for equipment selling out in Colorado. If you go to our website, you'll see that we've got equipment selling in 31 different states here for the remaining sales that we have coming up in December. So the December 16th, the big sale, a lot of retirements once again on December the 23rd. And then, of course, we've been gearing up for our big year-end two-day auction that will be selling over 5,000 items on December 30th and 31st. So just a tremendous offering of quality equipment, all represented by the owners. Big opportunities, folks. If you got some extra income from this year's season, because we had a run up in the bean price, a run up in the corn prices, if you're fortunate enough to sell some of that and you want to upgrade your equipment, now's the best time to do it. And you're going to be buying it directly from the owner that's selling it, that's representing it. So that's what we do here at BigIron.com. We like putting buyers and sellers together through the process we call an absolute auction, where competition sets the selling price.
Well, gentlemen, we did it. Lonnie, before we leave, we'd like to thank you again for your years of service at Big Iron and wish you nothing but the best in the future.
Thank you very much, guys. It's been a great pleasure.
I'd like to thank our guests, Lonnie Korus and Mark Stock, and remind everyone that the equipment mentioned today can all be found on the December 16th auction on BigIron.com. For the Big Iron Buzz, I'm Ryan Smith. We'll catch you here next week.